Hello everyone. So in this tutorial, we will learn how to create a new pipeline inside PipeForce. So first of all, we will navigate to the PipeForce documentation. We'll go to the tutorials and find the one with the create a pipeline. Now, as you can see here, a pipeline in PipeForce is an easy to learn low-code script which can do many things for you, such as these. And it's named low-code script because you're not required to do real coding inside such a script. You will mainly configure commands with parameters and combine them in a list. And all of these commands in the list will then be executed one after the other. Because of its simplicity and power at the same time, the pipeline is one of the most important part of PipeForce. So you can basically have two types of pipelines. One is the ad hoc pipeline, which doesn't need to be stored, and the script is simply sent to the server, executed, and then forgotten. And this is very good, for example, if you want to send ad hoc messages. And then we have the second type of pipeline, which is the persistent pipeline, which is actually stored at server side in the property store under a unique key. This pipeline can be executed later by calling its unique key. And this is very good to persist your execution logic or to create automation apps and to organize them into multiple pipelines. So let's first get started with the ad hoc pipeline. For this, we will navigate to the workbench. And now, as you can see here, the one pipeline which logs the message hello world has already been generated for us. Now, if we want to run this ad hoc pipeline, you simply click on this run button, and then you can see the output in this console, hello world. And then you can execute this pipeline on the fly. Let's add one more command for mail.send. As you can see here, you can also use the autofilled option for the commands. So we want to use the mail.send command. And now we also need to add some parameters. You can also press the Control plus Space button to give you some more options to fill in for the attributes. So we first need to add a message. So now we also need to add a email recipient using the to parameter and add in the email address. And then you just need to click on the run button. So as you can see here, the commands are executed one after the other. First, the log message command is run, and then you see that the mail.send command will be run afterwards, and you will see the email has been generated and sent to this email address. So now we will create a persistent pipeline. For that, we will click on one app. For us, we have already created an app by the name of Hello World, and we need to click on the plus icon to create a new property. So we will add this property key. Don't forget to change the app name. And let's call this pipeline as my pipeline. Then we need to select the MIME type, which is application/YAML, and type equals pipeline. So let's click on the save button, and a new pipeline will be created for you. Now you can reuse this pipeline over and over again whenever you want by simply going to this directory of pipeline, and you can also update it. Right after you update it, you need to click on the save button, and this pipeline will be persisted. So similar to these commands, we also have a lot of other commands that you can use. So for that, let's go to the documentation and click on the commands. So if you go downwards, you will find a list of commands that you can use to create pipelines. And it also contains a lot of description what the command does, along with the attributes that it's supposed to work with. So that will be the end of the tutorial. In summary, we first created an ad hoc pipeline, and then we created a persistent pipeline, and we learned what both of these can do for us. So if you want to find more about PipeForce and the tutorials and the documentation, just check the description in the info box, and you can also get started with your free trial there. Thank you.